Alrighty, we have a beautiful night here in Lapland, Finland, and it's looking awesome here for the Northern Lights again. So this is Alex from All About Lapland, and we have a lot of news to tell to you guys. So tonight we are on a beautiful lake in northern Lapland called Lake Pallas or Pallas Järvi. As you can see, we have some beautiful lights over there. They're quite small. Yesterday we had actually a sort of an Aurora storm, and all the skies were in green colors, so that was quite a show. And yesterday we were not ready for live streaming, and actually we were not ready for live streaming for quite a long time, because we have had a very important project to work on with my friend Filippo. We were helping a French collective called Cercle, or Circle. They are doing a very ambitious project all around the world with mostly electronic music musicians, but this time we all had something different in mind, especially the guys from Cercle. They've invited a French pianist, a very talented one, Monsieur Sophien Pamar, to play his concert under the Northern Lights. And this is what we've been preparing for almost a year. And this is what we did earlier this week. So we were helping this group out with many of the important things, such as most of all importantly finding the location and of course sharing our information regarding the Northern Lights. So now finally it's out in the open, and it was a bit difficult to hold the secret, but now the secret is out, and there is a link in the post in the description of this post. So when we are done live streaming this little row here, you can go and watch that concert. And of course my friend Filippo, who is now here somewhere, was also helping me out with this great project. So Filippo is coming to join me, and
hello, good night.
maybe you can say a few words. I will
Turn
adjust
the camera.
the camera a little bit. You can say your hellos, and we can talk about this amazing project that we were involved in.
Yes, unforgettable days up north here in Lapland. We've been having awesome days of Northern Lights. The colors of autumn are beautiful at the moment. The weather has been incredibly good. It has been mostly half cloudy and half sunny. We've been getting some frost already, but we have quite warm days sometimes, like plus 10 degrees, plus 12 degrees, and
Well, it was almost plus 19 the other day, like Thursday, yesterday. Today was about 15 as well. But nights are very cold now. It's -2, and we are in winter gear and feels so cold. I mean, the first colds of this season are always the ones that you experience the most. It feels most cold to you. So later, when our bodies become adjusted with the cold, then it's much easier. But now it's like it's the first ones of the season. They do feel quite cold. So yeah, we about a year ago I received a call from Visit Finland, which is the organization who is involved in promoting our beautiful country as a travel destination, and they told me about that project which is coming up, and the idea was to bring this amazing collective called Cercle to Finland and to do something under the Northern Lights. And of course, Northern Lights is our specialty, even on this stream. So I was very, very much interested in doing that. So unfortunately, last year they could not really come and do the thing that they do the live stream with the musician. But this autumn they did, and what an incredible journey it was. Especially the last few weeks were pretty hectic in planning all the stuff, planning the locations, the gear, all of the, logistics and stuff like that. And of course, there is no way of knowing when the Northern Lights come. So we had to plan for something which is more or less sure. And with nature, it never is. However, what we know is that September it's the best time for the Auroras, and that's what they told them, that they should come in September, especially early September, because we have Auroras basically every night. And I've already lost count of how many Auroras did we have in a row. I think this is about Aurora number 9,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I guess the first one we saw was last Saturday.
Yes. So in any case, there have been some kind of Aurora on each night. So let me actually I will do something here very quick, and we'll show.
At the moment, they can see our beautiful faces.
It says preview mode, so I think they're kind of
Ah.
seeing different. I forgot how to use this app.
Yeah, they can see our huge faces.
Okay, well, hold on for a second. We're going to go to our browser quite soon, and well, my computer has been quite crazy these days. So what is happening right now? Let's go here. No, let's go to our browser quite soon. So this is our view with the Auroras, and it seems like it's going places. Tonight is not the best forecast. Yesterday we had a really huge aurora happening over there. So let me do it one more time. Here we go with the so I guess it wants something like this maybe. It's good to be prepared for such kind of things, but unfortunately we are not prepared for that. But in any case, there is a link in the post where you can actually go and see that concert that we did with the French pianist Sofiane Pama, and there is also there's a 1 hour recording that the guys did on one of the lakes here in Lapland that we found for them. So we were not involved in the broadcast itself. We just helped them out with all the advices and the gear stuff. They have a very professional team who have done that, and we're actually making a behind the scenes documentary which starts with even before their visit and goes through all of the things that we did together. Well, maybe not all of them, but the most interesting ones that we're going to show you how it was prepared and stuff like that. So that's what was on our agenda basically for the last, at least for my agenda for the last month preparing for this thing to happen. So the guys from Cercle did their live stream on Wednesday, I think. And actually, funnily enough, yesterday we had an Aurora storm, which we did not broadcast, but that is a bit of of course, it would be best to live stream the best Auroras. However, with such a big production, we could not take any risks, and basically we took the first possible night, which was Wednesday night, and Auroras were much less strong that I hoped for. Well, we both hoped for, even though it looked like it's going to be a pretty big one. But in any case, this is what happened, and it still looks good, even though it's a smaller Aurora. Well, tonight we are having a really small one because the solar wind conditions are a little bit unfavorable. But despite that, we can still see some of the light there on the horizon. A very small and gentle light, and it's actually it's very dark here. There is no light, no moon, and during these days, so basically it's pitch black, and this is good for this kind of small auroras, that you can actually see something even though they're quite small. So what was your experience with making that project?
Unforgettable is the word.
Well, tell us about, from your perspective, how did you come on board, and what did you experience?
So I believe that in the beginning of the year, I guess, you told me for the first time about this project, and I remember having like goosebumps.
Maybe closer, so
Yeah, I remember having goosebumps just to imagine how awesome that would be, and I guess both of us started being like really creative and getting like a lot of ideas and picturing how it would be. And I personally had many dreams about it. Like my mind was all the time just thinking, and I couldn't wait any longer for it to come. And then when we had about a month left, it felt like, wow, it's coming, but it still felt like, oh, it's far away. So we have some time still to prepare. And then last week, when we were just like packing to come here, it felt like, wow, it seems like it would never happen, and now it's
Yes.
happening. And then I guess both of us felt really pressured and maybe nervous about the fact that we cannot control the nature, especially the weather and the northern lights. And that was the main thing for our project to be successful, I guess, to at least conclude the idea we had in the beginning. And things in the beginning of the week didn't look so good with the northern lights and the weather, but things started to get better as the time was passing by. And then finally on Wednesday we had the chance to finally go and make the live. At the moment I was very emotioned, like there was a lot of emotion. I guess all the dreams and expectations of having that project came all together, and I just felt relieved and happy and glad and grateful that I was there and that project was finally live. And we lived, at least for me, I lived unforgettable days during this week. It felt like a short university degree in a week. So I learned a lot during this week.
Yes. So for those of you who are just joining, we are discussing our amazing project that we were involved with, helping Visit Finland and the French collective Cercle to bring French pianist Sofiane Pamart to play under the Northern Lights. So it was a rough few days for us with very little sleep, because we had to we are in very north of Lapland, and in about the same area that the concert was held. So we had to bring lots of people here. Well, Visit Finland brought them here. So altogether we were about 20 people. Most of the people were from France, helping out Cercle, doing their thing. But there were also a few locals like us, and we had to bring lots of gear. There was a person who brought a real piano, like a forte piano, like this a big thing that Monsieur Sofiane was playing with, and basically we've
You weighted over 200 kilos.
yes, we had to bring a stage here and had to build it in the middle of nowhere on basically an open forest area, and had to be open because there was also a drone involved, and a very huge drone from Cercle. And basically, we were helping the production anyway with that we can by bringing the supplies, logistics, and helping out with the timing and the place of that. So that's been it's been quite a huge journey, and I guess we're really lucky that this thing came to be, because it gives me really goosebumps. Mr. Sofiane, he's very nice and kind, and his music is just amazing. So you can find the link in the description of this video that you can watch later. And we were basically listening. We were not watching that. I still have to watch this whole recording,
Me
but
too.
we were basically a few dozen meters away near the water, just doing some behind the scenes footage for us and for Cercle and for Visit Finland, and we were just listening to the piano, which was reflecting in the water, so to speak. So that was quite beautiful.
Yes.
And also, by the way, as we've involved with this project these days, we're also doing a takeover on Visit Finland's Instagram channel, which is called @OurFinland. So it is @OurFinland altogether, and we've been there for a few days, and I think we'll be a couple of days left, so you can still have some of the cool footage over there. So that's why there has been less stuff on our own All About Lapland channels, because most of our time was dedicated to that project with Cercle, and also doing some nice footage from Ylläs and Muonio and other regions of Finland for this takeover. And basically last night we went to sleep at 3 a.m. because the Auroras were blasting for 5 hours, and as it was the last night with Cercle, we were not really ready for any kind of live streaming. Not them nor us, but we did film something here. And also we had I had a very early wake up at around 6 a.m. So I basically slept just a little shy of 3 hours, and I tried to wake you up, but you
Tired.
I went to his room, and I shaked by his foot, and I said, "Philip, are you coming?" I said, "Yes, I'm coming." And then he was like like immediately, and I was like, "Aha, so this is how it works." And I tried to wake him up again. I was just like, "Philip, are you coming?" And there was no response, and I said, "Okay, I'm going, because if I don't go now, I won't go anywhere." So I went to a beautiful lake, Kesänkin Ylläs, and it was all frozen. It's we have huge night frost now. That's like minus I don't know how many minus degrees, but in the morning was -2. So everything was white. Frost was everywhere, on the ground, on the moss, on the trees, and when the sun came up, it was amazing. And I've just posted a few of these amazing videos on Visit Finland's Instagram channel, so go check this out as well. So and this has been like that for all week, so basically 3 hours of sleep and still going.
It's been really crazy, but it is too hard to think and remember everything that happened, because it was just so much stuff that happened this week, and I just feel really grateful about everything that happened. And I guess not only was cool to be part of this, but I guess it's a big achievement for both of us professionally to be part of such
something bigger.
And maybe the best way to say was that it was a dream come true, I guess, for all of us to be there and make this thing come like alive. So lots of emotions.
Yes. So the guys from Cercle, they departed this morning, and we decided to stay for this last day here. We're going back home after this live stream to Rovaniemi, and this will be it for us. I guess I will be sleeping for a couple of days.
Me too.
So we deserve some rest, but it was a team effort from Cercle and Stefan, who was playing in the cold. I mean, it's cold to sit here, and he was like playing with his hands, and that's
Yeah.
why he had to make some pauses during the stream, because he had just had to warm up his fingers.
Yeah.
So the French guys left, and we decided to stay for one more night before we go home, and to discuss that amazing project.
It's cool to. I really enjoy the projects we do because we don't usually have a real schedule. Like we are working from this hour to this
Come
hour.
on, this sounds unprofessional.
No,
We don't
no,
have a
no.
schedule.
I mean, I think it's nice because when you actually do your dream job, you give your blood to what you do, so you don't. It doesn't really feel like work in a bad way. It feels in a really good way. And during this week, it was really hectic for everybody, and everybody was like giving their blood and skipping hours of sleep or something just to make that thing come alive. So I really enjoyed that. We are all working for this one goal, and it was really nice to work with people who are actually doing something that they love because the outcome is awesome.
Yes, it was a very big pleasure to work with real professionals, because we are learning on the go. I mean, we started our live streams with Northern Lights about a year ago. Same time, I guess we'll soon have an anniversary. We're about 2 weeks shy. Yes, September 26th, 2020 was when they started our first live stream.
Okay, we need a cake.
That's true. That's true.
The last time we had a cake was my birthday, 14th of January this year, and it was minus 35 degrees, and my cake got frozen.
But we need like a green cake or something. Like
Yeah,
a
we need
green
a green
heart,
cake.
green
A green
heart
heart,
cake.
exactly.
That's a great idea. So we are basically, this is our first season live streaming this stuff, and of course it's very easy to do live streams with just a phone, which I do quite a lot. But I mean, the next step was doing this live streams with multi-camera setups and all that. So we are improving on the go, and now we have 2 cameras to use. Although for the second camera, our lens is not that great, and as I said, it's very dark right now. Like there is absolutely no source of light here, and there is no moons, and the auroras are just tiny small ones. So we are basically at the limits of what technology can do for us. So if you're just joining, we are on Lake Pallasjärvi in the north of Lapland, near the Swedish border. We are actually somewhere between the municipalities of Muonio and Kittilä, somewhere on this line, and having some afterthoughts of our big project that just ended a few days ago.
I had an idea. Do we have that adapter for the Mac? Because then we could put mine as a HDMI, and then we could show them some of the videos, and also Julia is saying about the rocket, so we could show them the video of the rocket.
Damn it, that's true. But we need to connect the dots, basically. So do what you need.
Where's the adapter?
You mean this with two?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Well. It's here. It is here. There you go.
Thank you.
So, a few days ago, 2 nights ago, we also saw something really crazy when we were waiting for Northern Lights, and it looked like it's some kind of comet or some kind of explosion in the sky, and we have some footage from Filippo, who is going to show it to us, and I also filmed that as well. So.
Do we have a bigger cable?
Yes, we have some cables over here, or you can change the cable. Take this number 2, and we're going to switch the camera. Take that. We take this. We will reroute things here, and there we go. So was around 11 p.m. when we all saw that, and we basically thought that the aliens are coming. So that is also something really cool that happened quite recently, and hopefully we'll be able to show you some of the good stuff, the footage from that. So this week was actually quite incredible in many ways, because I've seen some things that I've never seen happen in Lapland for all my life that I live here, and not all of them were pleasant. I'm not going to go into more details, but you know, strange things can happen even in Lapland. But one of the definitely most strangest thing was that comet that we've seen in the sky. That was quite unbelievable, and it was seen all over Finland. And in the beginning, people didn't know what it was until somebody shared links to the news what it actually was. It was like, imagine if you're being in a very dark spot when there's nothing happening, and then all of a sudden you see that and you start to doubt if
the words coming to an end.
If that is really what you're seeing is true, and if you're not kind of, you know, tripping or going crazy.
Yeah.
So of course we weren't. We just were not expecting to see something like that. But maybe we can show it from my computer then. It doesn't seem to work here. So let us load some material here. Well, I call it X-file material because that's what it looked like to me, basically.
Can you turn on the airdrop of your computer? I can send you the video.
Isn't it here?
I'm not sure.
So we are trying to locate our footage from that amazing night 2 nights ago. Hopefully we'll be able to see that together. So we have some comments here as well. We have what is the best spot to see Aurora when we are coming back in January? Glad to see you're back on Facebook. So the best spot is quite a difficult thing to say, but in January I would go as much north as possible, maybe to Kilpisjärvi or Utsjoki, or at least somewhere around Muonio area where we are right now, or Ivalo Inari area on the east side of Lapland. So the more north you go, the better.
Go to the search and search for airdrop. No, the other one, the higher one. Yeah. No, I have to send it to you. You probably have to be contact only to everyone. Yeah.
So the aurora is now quite small on the horizon. It's a little bit purplish color. So here we have where did it go?
It's coming.
Here. So we have the video coming up, and it will be soon on our screens. So it's gonna be
Marvelous.
awesome when we see that together. So it's about -2 degrees here right now on this sandy beach where we are in the middle of nowhere at Lake Pallas, and it starts to really feel a little bit cold, especially after the summer and after a few warm days that we had earlier. And these were just wonderful days. All the nature was really popping with green colors, but looks like the real gloomy autumn will come in the next few days, and next week's look to be quite rainy and cloudy. So it's not all joy that we have here. So here we go to downloads, and we have a clip. Is it the one that you're shouting?
Screaming, yeah, you
bad
can
words?
take the audio away.
Okay, we will take because Filippo was really let's call it excited to see. So hold on, we will pull up. We cannot do it. We have some problem with my computer. It started to
plug this and plug the HDMI.
Yes, my computer wants to reinstall all the stuff all of a sudden, which is
plug this and HDMI.
How would it help?
Yes, an input to the HDMI.
But how will it play?
Well, you just play like a normal video.
Okay.
Like the circle people did for the afterlife.
Okay.
Wait. You have to allow first that it's an output of the HDMI.
I allow you.
Technology is complex sometimes.
Yes. I think we have to scrap this idea and just go with our regular stuff.
Or you can put as a video to the ATEM system.
But we have a Canon also. We can play this from the Canon. From
in which memory card is the video? I don't know.
Well, you can put it in any kind of DSLR and still play
but
from
it's
there.
not in this memory card.
But why were you using this memory card then?
Because it was from my camera, I thought it was here. It's not.
Okay. Well, anyway, next time. The time will come for that as well. Maybe in a few days or something like that. But it was quite a cool experience to see that. So we have a tiny little purple thing happening over there on the horizon, which is very quite small, but this is the power of Aurora that we have today. Sometimes it doesn't like to play ball, and it does different things. But we are happy to bring you any kind of Aurora that we have, and it's not every night that it's really blasting with high colors. So sometimes we are happy with something really humble in that regard. Nikki is saying you should ask Thomas from Nightwish to play with his piano there. Well, Thomas, if you're out there, we are inviting you to join. So MT says, I just checked sky and all, nothing to see here. Well, I guess we have a few 100 kilometers in between us. At least
Where is he?
Oulu.
Okay.
So we are very high up north with a really zero kind of light pollution area, so we can see even the small bits as well. Loretta is saying, beautiful sky, don't get to see the stars like that in the city, which is Sacramento, California. We have our friend Maria from Canada joining the stream, and we've had a amazing Aurora hunt with Maria and her husband a few years back. It was in the winter time, and we did quite a long journey up north from Rovaniemi to see that, but it was a success. So Dave is online. Alex, how are you? Thanks again for the stream. I'm good, and we've shared a few news items about our past week, about our project that we were involved with. So if you're a bit late for the show, you can hear all about it. And basically it involved a very skilled pianist performing his live performance under the Northern Lights. So we were helping out a big team from France to do that stream for them. Julie is saying there are a lot of satellites in the stars tonight that I've seen moving on the screen. Yes, that is true. There's quite many of them, and basically each minute you can see some satellites crossing the path. So the solar wind conditions today are really quite weird, and in normal circumstances you should not see anything on such a night. However, what is happening in September is we are having kind of augmented solar wind activity, which brings us the Northern Lights quite often. So this is really quite the best season for that. And Maria is saying, would love to come back again. Surely. Please join us one day, maybe in a different season, to experience something new. But what if you take the card from that camera and bring it here?
Which camera?
The one that has the memory card with the...
I don't know which camera has.
Okay.
I was looking if you had the memory card bag, but you don't, I think.
Yes, it is complicated. But you can look
Yeah,
here.
I checked. There's nothing there.
Okay.
Where is the memory card bag? In the car?
Yes, it
Okay.
is a little bit far away. So we are seeing a small but purple aurora over there, which is quite a rare color to see. So it tries to get to us, but it's very difficult under the current solar wind conditions. There is also quite a beginning of an arch, like a green kind of band spanning all over the sky, and it still takes some time for it to fully develop. And the purple color, actually, it's quite rare to see with the Northern Lights, and of course you cannot really see it with your naked eye. Well, we've seen some. We've seen a little bit with our naked eye before we started the stream. We are actually doing some sausages here when we saw that happen, and we ran to our post here to start live streaming. And basically now that I have this bright screen in front of me, I cannot see a thing, but with a few minutes of total darkness we would be able to see that again. What are you doing?
Huh?
Filippo is cold, so he's jumping. So we have Julia online asking for the best months to see Northern Lights and why. And well, as I've just explained, it is September time when we have the best activity, and a little bit in October when even on a dead night we can see something, and the same thing happens again in March. MT is saying December 99 I saw very strong auroras here in Oulu, 200 kilometers south from Roy. In Zenith was incredible Pokemons. Yes, these years from 98 until 2002 or 3 were quite crazy for the Auroras when we had the best aurora activity, the best solar wind activity with lots of solar flares and stuff flying from the sun. So on quite many nights there were incredible action happening in the sky. So we also have Carol joining us online. Thanks for joining and watching the show with us. This is very interesting. Somehow I was kicked out from all of my accounts, so that is why I cannot show you anything, and it happened really like all of a sudden just before the stream, which I didn't expect. That's why we had this difficulty with showing you stuff, and that was a bit unexpected to happen, but we will fix that for the next one. So maybe it's the cold that affected the computer.
All I could think about now is salmon soup and fire.
Salmon soup and fire. That's
Yes.
what Filippo is dreaming, because we are sitting here in the cold. So the aurora seems quite small, so I think
It's time to go home.
what we'll do, we will end the stream here, and in the meanwhile we will fix the problems that I had all of a sudden, and we are going to do it another time with better auroras and better stuff, so we'll be more prepared. So that was a bit of a kind of a fast stream to check back on you and tell that we are alive and well, and just been quite busy. So most of the activity that you'll see from me will be on the Visit Finland's official Instagram channel, Our Finland. So go there for some updates from Finnish Lapland, and we'll see how the weather is and how the aurora is, and might bring you some live stream with better auroras quite soon. So thanks a lot for watching. Please check out the project that we've talked about in the link in the description of this post, and we'll see you in the next one. And thanks, Filippo, for joining me.
You're welcome. It's a
And
pleasure.